Attention! Today a package arrived from PVC plastic pipe fittings, something like that. It's one of these websites that sells things at a discount relative to the store. So some things, the bigger items, it makes sense to buy in person, but with smaller items, including these PVC fittings, it's worth it to get the discount and pay the cost of shipping. So here we go, the moment of truth. Oh yeah. These are the joints. We've got T-joints, we've got cross joints, we've got end caps. Oh, end caps galore. Alright, so we've got our 2-inch PVC for the subframe. We're going to cut these into 4-foot 10-inch pieces. Okay, so for lining up the pad eyes on the PVC, you can see that there's a seam along here, and so you just line this up at a perfect 45-degree angle, drill a little pilot hole, but before we put the second screw in, we need to make sure that we get our little splice for the metal cable on there, otherwise we're going to have a harder time later. There you go. Wire in the pad eyes. We're doing 5 feet, we can pretty much just measure it on this. If we wanted to get this through here, is that how do we do that? Turnbuckle, no, that doesn't work.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm thinking just hook that on there, because that's really nice.
Yeah.
But if I need to get this then around here for the...
Do you think bending it is so bad?
I don't think bending it's so bad. Get some vice grips and just... So this will just kind of sit here suspended between the top and the bottom. Perfect tensegrity structure. Alright, so the diagonal is about 85.5. And right now we've got this upside down. We're measuring this to get the length for the cable that's going to be the bottom of this octahedron. We're just going to make it a straight X across, and then when we actually tension it, it'll come down and give it that shape, the 3-dimensional shape. Let's cut some cable. That's good. Alright, so we've got 3 wires tensioned for this bottom end cap, which will be the supporting end of the mast. And we can see that it's pretty much, we've got these ones that are parallel with this one in tension. So that means that we've approximately done it right. We'll see how it works under load. Now we've got a frame with both parts of the octahedron, and once we cut this mast to the right size, we'll be able to tension the mast between the upper cables and these lower cables. So, see if this is too long, not long enough, we'll find out. 1. Oh, stretch. Not gonna reach. So after yesterday we accomplished the subframe structure, I remembered that I wanted to insert a cross beam, and so I'm going to make it from about 18 inches, adding these T-joints. Got the crossbar in place, and now I'm coming back to the end caps, which were these special PVC fittings that are meant to screw something onto a wall, but since there's 4 holes and there's 4 corners, I thought it would be convenient to just hook the cable right through the holes. Well, that bent the plastic a little bit. You can see there how it's warped and started to bend. So I'm gonna have to pick these washers with nuts and these little eye bolts and tighten it up so that it doesn't put so much stress on that one point. Nice and flat now. That's a good fix. All right, now we've got the anchors in place, and we also have this little extra piece of cable tie to counteract the pulling out force on these so that this plastic doesn't get warped out of shape. I decided to sub out this UV resistant piece of mast for the old one, and this one has a flare on one side, so it just fits right onto that bottom piece, and then we snug it in up top. Well, we thought better safe than sorry. Rather than hook these directly into the plastic, we added these eye bolts. And if this works, we're going to do the same setup that we did with the bottom. So, get this in. I'm going to unhook some of these. Moment of truth. Alright, so we're wrapping up our work day, and I just want to show you one more part that we still need sponsored, which is our second bilge pump, simultaneously aerating the water column and providing forward motion for the robot. So if you can kick in $15 for our next bilge pump, that would be much appreciated. Or if you have the means, we still need a couple of capacitors, which will be about $30 a piece. And then finally, we've got some expanding foam, some end caps that we need, and then that big wind turbine. So if you want to see this project get completed on time and get in the water, starting this revolution in decentralized clean energy, check out our crowdfunding page and chip in if you can. So long for now.